So here we go. The police are doing something kind for me, and I thank them very, very much. They prevented having my car potentially towed because it was parked on the street when I went into the Internal Affairs Bureau on the 23rd of June before they detained me. Here we go.
Where is it? Right at the entrance. She said to the left of the entrance, it's a black Corolla. Yeah. Sorry. My partner's moving it right now for you. Ames, please.
I need to stop.
We all do, sir.
What is happening is so gross.
Again, like Officer Sclafani suggested, if there's an issue, you need to probably hire an attorney or a lawyer and get it squashed. Obviously,
nobody is willing to represent me because of the diagnosis. The diagnosis I've been given, which is what happens, is 1% of the population. Schizophrenia, which is not what I have. I was not engaging in it. So I don't even have the mental illness that I'm diagnosed with.
and I'm not, this is the first you and I have met. I'm just giving my suggestion that with the allegations you're making, you need to either take it to court or drop it altogether. That's entirely up to you.
What I want the police to do is to go over and have a conversation with me to Patty once they see the evidence of the Secret Service telling lies to Patty that she retold. All the police need to do is look at my arrest record and look at the medical record because it'll prove that lies were told. So the real government would not come into a neighborhood and spread rumors and lies. And the police are unwilling to do this. So my neighbor continues believing that she met with the Secret Service. So what does she go around and tell all of her friends and neighbors? The government said, which is not true.
But again, once you get your day in court, you need to have all your documents and evidence lined up because that's the first thing the judge is going to require. It's no different than us. If we take someone to court, we have to sign an affidavit, swear to it, and say that that's the facts of the case. So you'll have to do the same. All right, both of these reports are documented, okay?
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I was unaware that actually 2 were made. That's good news. I'm anxious to see what ones they are when I go down to the county or the city prosecutor tomorrow. I was supposed to go today, and I decided to change my plans and alter them.
MCR 5's your county had a change of plans. We're going to meet them at OSU Main. MCR 1's phone.
I thought you were going to OSU Main with MCR 1 calling.
So, meanwhile, if you notice the time of the run video, it's approximately 1 hour and 20 minutes after I was first detained. And I'm still sitting in the parking lot of the Internal Affairs Bureau. I guess they didn't have paperwork ready for me to go into the hospital. So it seems like this was kind of a rushed event, and it was done to prevent me from giving internal affairs information that would help them in getting officers to respond.
And be advised, I'm getting an additional call on the Roseman to Trailway Street, highly occupied for counselor to make in the area. Seeing it's that blue white Hyundai driving around the lawn. John Nora David, 1452 is one of the tags. Apparently they're back with no DOT except for in the area of Cleveland. Now saying that they're driving north on Brooklyn back in on Chittenden. Another call from a female saying that they're driving recklessly in the
And you know,
area.
government also does. They include in the medication toxin to eliminate schizophrenia from the population. The second highest of COVID deaths is schizophrenia. Isn't that crazy? Behind the age.
Mr. Milligan, I have one question for you.
Yeah.
Well, two actually.
Yeah.
If your dispute with your neighbor doesn't stop, what do you plan to do about it?
I'm gonna have to take him to court.
Okay. But you're not homicidal, you're not? Okay.
That kind of feels and sounds like they were wanting me to say that so that they could press charges against me. But I don't know.
I really don't know what to do because the county prosecutor or city prosecutor won't take the case because they don't get anything from the police.
Well, let me hit pause and interrupt if I may. That's not true because what we do, when all this, the county prosecutor has direct access to because it's public record. So that is not true at all. So I just want to clarify that. What we document, the prosecutor can pull up from their office. So I just want to make sure you're well versed.
That's what gave me the idea to go down to the county prosecutor today and see what they have. And they better only have reports from me. If there are additional reports that I did not make, there's going to be a huge problem. And I know right where to go. There are 3 properties that I have evidence of either invasion of privacy of my online things, which would lend its way to using an app with my phone number on it, and the police mediation center impersonation where somebody called and pretended to be me.
Yeah. Because I've asked so many people for help to stop this sickness that's going on. And this addiction that my neighborhood has of getting rid of based off of lies that were told by the fake Secret Service. I don't understand why I'm not getting help. These outside people came into the neighborhood to start trouble to get me to lose my house. And my neighbors are falling for it. Sucks.
Thought I saw Frank pull in, but I'm not sure where he moved it to. So by moving your vehicle from the street, there he is. He parked it right down here. See it in the corner?
Oh, perfect.
Okay, so you know where it's at.
Yep.
So that way, Sarge said he would not tow it. We won't tow it. This is a city lot. So, okay?
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Sorry. Yeah, it's a one-way street. You had to go around the block. Mr. Milligan sends his thank you.
Yeah,
Here.
thank you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No worries. It's actually marked right down the end of the street. Excellent spot. Right.
Sounds good. Have a good day.
He's coming with us. We're with you until the county shows up, so I'll drive by your car so you see exactly where it's at. It's under the shade, too. See it there?
Yeah.
Okay.
What I don't get is if the actual stay of detention paperwork had not been created yet, why I was detained legally at the Internal Affairs Bureau. How did that happen? Because I was not doing anything. So how does that happen? I'll expect an answer from them at some point, because it's crazy.
I'll attach that to the run for you as well. HYU 5812. That's why it's stolen. Mr. Milligan, I appreciate your patience with me again. You and I have never met before, but I'm a believer that respect is a mirror, and I give what I get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So hopefully, unfortunately, we will continue to meet until this is resolved. So I want you. Hopefully, we're off on the right foot, and you can see that I'm trying to be as accommodating as possible.
I don't understand that statement. We will continue to meet until this is resolved. Until what is resolved? I wasn't doing anything.
I need the probation to stop. I don't know where it's coming from.
Well, that's what.
And this is now the 24th. My whole life has been ruined because of it. And my neighbors have caused it. Well, and nobody's doing anything to stop them. That's what I don't get. I don't understand.
Oh, shit. Well. Oh, well. That worked out. Ish.
It's called neighborhood harassment, which is what I've been claiming forever. And the police don't respond to it. So, what am I to do? out of a neighborhood. That's the conclusion I can come up with, given the information. Is that right?
You just answered your own question. You said that's your conclusion, not mine. So I can't answer that question. We're serving a court order. We're serving a court order, so your question, therefore, is with the judge, not us.
What I don't understand is how Officer Scalfani from MRC calls NetCare and asks, is the probate paperwork ready? Is the probate paperwork ready? I've got several documents where the police are calling and asking if probate court papers are ready. That says to me that it's coming from the police. A setup to please Patty Ryan. Using the mental health industry. Since the police believe Patty and that the Secret Service actually came, which is false, Patty must have said, I'm supposed to do these until we get a certain number. That's the only thing I can think of. The government said it was okay. It is most certainly not. Well, it's legal. It's discrimination.
I sent an email to the city prosecutor. There will be a case coming. That's the police. So, if you're interested in avoiding a lawsuit, help would be appreciated. Not the help that you think. There's a big difference. Because one removes my rights. And I do have the right, if I choose, to do drugs in the privacy of my own home. And Patty can't do anything about it. Of course, if you want, you can give me a ticket, and I'll take the $100 ticket, and then I want to be left the fuck alone, and I want Patty to stop harassing me with MCR and NetCare. That's what's going on. Hides behind the police and gets protection, along with Arthur and his technology that he's brought into the neighborhood. I hope he didn't sell any of it to the police. Maybe he just exchanged safely. Case. Truly. I supposed to give evidence of crime to the hospital if I can't show it on the laptop that I have?
That's a question for the hospital.
Because that's why they've given me a diagnosis. Because they don't believe me. So I can show them with proof. So, how do I get that fixed?
You'll have to ask the hospital. I don't, because we're not involved with that. I can't answer that.
So they take you in repeatedly until they get a diagnosis, and then they rely on the professional opinion and say that the professionals are what we go with. It's a setup from removal from society, is what's going on. It's exactly what's going on.
Pothole. Oops. Dang it. Shook all this stuff off the...
Good thing is I put it on YouTube. The 911 calls. So I can tell the doctor to go ahead and do that too. In fact, I informed the police of that too.
Well, Mr. Milligan, don't forget, everything on 911 is recorded and it's public record, so you don't have to worry about that.
Until it gets deleted
We document everything.
out of their
So
system.
do I.
Well, you should feel comfortable that it's double, triple documented then.
So why aren't the police following through on dealing with crime in the neighborhood? She has ruined my reputation. Defamation of character has occurred, and she's responsible. And you're doing nothing. That's what's going on.
Notice the silence.
That's pretty serious. That's pretty negligent of the police. And is part of the reason why I'm going to be filing a lawsuit.
Well, again, you and I just met today, so the fact that you claim negligence is not fair, because if there is an investigation open, you don't know what the fruits of that investigation are. So, as far as her slandering you, that's a civil matter. We don't handle civil matters. You know that.
They don't handle civil matters. What do you call dealing with domestic violence? Bullshit.
So again, I don't take kindly to you saying that we're not doing our jobs. Unless you're there with the detectives or the officers that are actually handling your case, I don't think that's fair at all.
And then there's also another problem too. There's a rumor going around my neighborhood that I do opioids or did opioids, which is not true and is the case on all of the lab results except for one. When I was drugged with fentanyl, which is attempted murder, which the Division of Police have not investigated. And the only way that my neighbor would have made that statement is if somebody in the police violated my HIPAA rights and divulged my medical records to them. These are serious allegations. And you guys ignore them all. It's a problem. And all you do is add more documentation. I was mentally ill. Fuck that shit. I'm not mentally ill. There's nothing wrong with me. Except I got neighbors that bitch and moan and create documentation.
So you can see the problem. I'm not getting services that are available to all residents. Once a crime is reported, then it gets investigated and looked at by somebody else. But I can't even get past the reporting stage because it gets rejected all the time. So that's a problem. I'm being blocked on purpose. And it's because Patty and Arvid used the police first. And they're protecting them against litigation. And I just get fucked.